Oh my God,
Sean Kingston.
Raquel and I were going through this last night at like 6 o'clock at night, and it was like, Raquel,
when you say going through it, you were screaming at each other.
I'm walking out of the building because this makes no sense.
It totally makes sense, but the bottom line here is that Sean Kingston says he was kidnapped. And it was all over a very expensive watch.
And the police, by the way, are investigating a kidnapping.
Of course they are, because when you hear this story, how could they not investigate? So Sean Kingston had a watch, a $225,000 watch. And he needed to.
Well, he got it from a jeweler, and he was supposed to pay in installments, and he paid $185,000, and then he stopped paying because he felt that it was only worth $185,000, and the jeweler said, no, it's $225,000, and they got in a big argument here.
But they figured they could settle this just by. Sean said, all right, well then give me a watch that you feel is worth $185,000, and we'll move on.
Okay, now can we get to the part that makes no sense?
Well,
so they decide they'll do the transaction,
the swap of watches,
in a car, in a parking lot in downtown LA at 2 a.m.
In a dark alley.
In a dark alley. And so then, basically, Sean takes off the watch and gives it to the jeweler, right? And he's like, okay, well, you pass me the other watch that, you know, let me make sure it's good for $185,000, you know, because supposedly this watch is super nice. It's spectacular as well. So what they do is, as soon as he takes the watch, they keep the watch. And they're like, hey, guess what, partner? You ain't getting this back. You know what I'm saying? You're pretty much getting jacked.
Well, no, because he thought he was giving it to them, but he thought he was getting another watch in return.
Exactly.
Right. That's why they always say in the movie, same time, man. You go, same time, man. I don't know you.
Same time. Is that?
Same time.
So they decided to get a guy in the car in the same,
and then Sean,
within 2 feet of each other.
Yeah, so Sean's in the car,
and then say, we've just sold $185,000
No,
to you.
they won't give him the watch back, right? They won't give him the new watch that they're supposed to trade for him.
Right.
Then they lock the doors. It's like cha-ching, ba-boom, right?
Can we stop for just 1 second?
Okay.
So now they lock the door with a guy who was so angry because they just stole $185,000 from him, and he's 2 feet from the other people in the car.
But guess what? They have goons in the car with them, obviously.
Right. It's not a one-on-one situation.
Yes, and so they go.
So they throw him out of the car, of course.
No, they didn't throw him out yet. They drive up some.
Which makes a lot of sense.
Because the doors are locked, so they'd be like, okay, they're gonna dump his ass off somewhere else. That's how it goes.
You gotta put the fear into him.
How did you drink her Kool-Aid?
Because she's right. You gotta put the fear into him. So you lock the doors,
Harvey,
you drive
if you're
off.
jacking somebody, okay? Just be honest, all right? If I'm about to jack you right now, and everybody sees there's a Harvey Levin right there, right? I'm gonna get you in the car. Once you're already in the car.
How many people were there at 2 in the morning in a parking lot in downtown LA?
There's a lot of smokers out around that time. A whole bunch, probably. Let's be serious, okay? So even if they're tooting and tweaking, they probably still see what's going on.
Oh, my God.
The bottom line is, so Sean got away. They eventually did stop. They let him out of the car, but he's out $185,000, right?
And yes, and now they have to handle it in court because the police said, hey, you know what? Guess what? This is a civil matter. This is nothing that we can do about this.
He probably didn't get a receipt.
No, Raquel, no. The cops said that they're investigating kidnapping.
No, they are, but then as far as the watch, though, right? Because police took the watch. And so then the jewelers came with the paperwork and said, oh, we own this watch, right? And they told Sean, if you want the watch back, you have to handle it in court because we don't, you know, hey, they have paperwork.
You know what? If Sean had just paid for this with a credit card, there would have been no problem.
And this is what I don't understand.
Yeah. You'd have a record and everything.
So Sean has no record of paying them for the watch?
Yes, he has record. I have the receipt.
Well, then if he has the receipt, why don't they give it to the cop and say, it's my watch?
He did, but guess what? The watch is already gone. They said, it's cold turkey for you, Sean. We already gave it to the jewelers.
I thought you said the police took it.
Now it's starting to fall apart.
No, listen, it's not falling apart. The jewelers came first and showed that they owned the watch because he was...
The actual
he didn't get the pink
crime
slip.
makes sense to me, but there's something...
In a car, listen, you guys, listen, this is easy. On a car, right? If you make payments, right, you don't get the full pink slip until you're done paying off, okay?
Right.
It's the same thing for the watch.
But there's no pink slip on a watch.
Yeah, for $220K, there's probably some pink slip.
There should be. There's more than a car.
There's no such thing as a pink slip.
Hey, how's it going? This is Matthew from Orange County, and this whole situation seems like one really big mess. Personally, I would have done the jewelry deal inside of a jewelry shop with cameras, not in the back alleyway. That's just a really terrible situation in general. What are you thinking, Sean? Hopefully you get your money back or your watch, but you know, you did the right thing. You went to the cops, and if the jewelry, you know, people kidnap you, then they have a lot of stuff to deal with.
Okay, we got to move on. Hey, Matthew, do you ever go to Walmart in Orange County?
I go to Walmart in Orange County all the time, yeah.
Really? Are you near one right now?
Yeah, if you see one of those pies, would you call us? Because I want to send somebody down, and we're looking everywhere to get them.
Yeah, absolutely, I will.
Okay, we're just going to put everybody on the trail.
Put everybody on the job. We're going to get a pie in here one way or another.